what you should do, what you shouldn't, is something I really wouldn't want to draw a line. I believe that you can do anything you want. You can cross, lines that you've drawn. You can think out of the box. So don't stop yourself by no, I can't do this, I shouldn't do this, anything like that. But there are still a few things that I would like you to, like everyone to know. Do not draw a line on paper or on your system without knowing what it means. We tend to start drawing lines and then start thinking what those lines mean. No, I think it should be the other way around. You should start thinking what you want to draw, what lines you want to draw, and then work with that. Over the years, we've had a fair share of wonderful clients to very bad clients. Everyone's going to go through this. One thing that I need all of you youngsters to know is, don't let a bad client pull you down.
I don't think I have any do's and don'ts in terms of the profession being so vast and forgiving or encompassing that I think there's room for everybody, right from horticulturists to engineers to, so there are actually no do's and don'ts in landscape architecture. But I think if somebody is doing a project, I think the do's would be more than the don'ts, in the sense that you should probably look at the site, you should understand the user, and also the user could be somebody non-human. I mean, it could be the animals and the trees and the butterflies or the birds. So you need to understand that, and that would probably be the only do that I would say before you get into a project.
I don't know, whatever answer I say is going to be obviously wrong, because every project and every person who approaches such a project will have a definite way of doing it. There is a project, depending on its context, could be economic, could be ecological, could be social, will bring its own set of demands. So it's very, very difficult. I would actually say wrong to make a list of do's and don'ts. Definitely the do's would include sensitivity to the context of any nature, and that context could be deeply rooted in culture and heritage. It could be a very contemporary modern context, but as long as one is sensitive to that and empathize with that as an approach to the design, I think that becomes important. And definite don't, at least for what I tell myself not to do, this again is not a rule for everyone else, is not to look at a specific end product, but to enjoy the process more.
Nowadays what I am seeing kind of a trend in recent times is like the recent kids, or even probably the slightly earlier ones, there is a strong, it's based on imagery. So you start downloading images from Pinterest and whatever was random pics, and that becomes a kind of a design tool. You get heavily influenced by those images. And using Pinterest is not wrong, provided you had a design base and then you're looking at a look and feel kind of an imagery or some kind of an inspiration, but that cannot be a starting point. Another thing I'm seeing is the surge of technology. Technology fundamentally I see is a tool to express your design, but it cannot replace design. I mean, it's a very strong tool, no doubt about it, but then technology should be utilized to express your design in a better way, and it cannot replace design. So the fundamental getting to the design board and approaching your design, that should not be taken over by technology. And also the way we explore design is more an intuitive kind of an approach. There is a process obviously, but we go very strongly by intuition, and then these kind of technologies come in to express ourselves in a better way.